So there's an excellent quote out there that says, sometimes when we follow the masses, the M is silent. And in my opinion, that should be the tagline for alternate asset investing. And it doesn't just apply to antiques and collectibles. We can apply that analogy to crypto investing, also precious metals investing as well. Any asset class that doesn't have underlying cash flows, that honestly should be the tagline. There's a lot of people out there that are just following the herd, and unfortunately, they're going to get slaughtered because they do not understand how these markets work. Now, when we start talking about more specifically the antiques and collectibles trade, there's really only two types of money that flow into these markets at any given time. On one hand of the spectrum, you have smart money, which consists of savvy investors, people that really know what they're doing. They're educated not only in the antiques and collectibles trade, but also business, economics, and finance. And on the other end, you have the starry-eyed speculators, the Timmies, Kimmies, and Poindexters that are predominantly concerned with dumb money. They make a lot of bad decisions. Case in point, last few years, there were a lot of people that bought a lot of high-profile antiques and collectibles, mainly pop culture collectibles, at extremely high price points and justified it by calling that item that they were buying an investment simply because they had an emotional attachment to the item in question. If you want to make money, you have to learn to detach emotionally from the item that you are investing in. It cannot be the item that you worship, the item that you covet, the item that you have to have. I've said this before plenty of times in other videos. No one gets emotionally attached to an S&P 500 index fund. This is why I can show you on paper, I can show you in my own personal life. The best investment you can make is putting together a well-diversified financial portfolio. Then if you so choose to, if you want to diversify into antiques and collectibles, cryptocurrency, or precious metals, you can then choose to do so. Smart money diversifies. Dumb money goes all in, diamond hands, 100%, taking 100% risk, not even knowing what they're doing. This is why in my comment section, you will sometimes see me engage with some of these crypto bros, some of these precious metals investors who tell me, I'm going all in. Everything else is going to go to zero. That is the incorrect mindset to have. Not everything is black and white, ladies and gentlemen. Just because something doesn't go to the moon, it doesn't mean then it's going to go to zero. Most things in life are shades of gray. 50 shades of gray to be exact. No, just kidding. But with that being said, you have to understand not everything is black and white. It's not zero or everything. Usually it's somewhere in the middle. It's a spectrum. Now this brings me to point two. Smart money that chooses to diversify, notice those words, in the antiques and collectibles, tends to go after established antiques and collectibles with a good track record. Dumb money chases the next big thing. It goes after the easy money. I'm here to tell you, there really is no such thing as easy money over the long term. If you're going all in, chasing easy money, you understand what type of risk you're taking on. The chances are, if you're going all in, chasing easy money, you're most likely at some point, if you're in it for the long game, going to get wiped out. This is why anybody who's educated in finance will tell you, in most cases, they do not engage in options trading. Options trading is a bet on time. And if you consistently bet on time, eventually you're going to lose. If you guys are aware of the Reddit thread or the Reddit page, Wall Street Bets, that's devoted to options trading. I do not spend much time in that particular page on Reddit for that reason. And I am educated in finance, guys. Now, another thing that smart money does well is they avoid buying into speculative bubbles. This is why when we had the graded video game bubble that occurred a couple of years ago, I was telling you guys that is an unhealthy market. Markets do not accelerate naturally or organic to those price points that quickly. A lot of you did not listen. A lot of you chased that money into that market, and what happened? The bottom dropped out. Dumb money ignores speculative bubbles. They ignore speculative euphorias. And as a result, over time, that's where they end up losing the most. Smart money recognizes that at certain points, you have to sell into the hype. So during the time that we had the great video game bubble, where prices were at all-time highs, what is it that I told you guys to do? If you have those items and you're at a point where you can let them go, sell into the hype, take the profit. You can always buy them back later. Most of those games, with few exceptions, we know now, are not all that rare. Same thing happened with graded key vintage comic books during the COVID pandemic. Prices went to all-time highs. I was telling a lot of people, sell into the hype, take the profit, and you can buy the item back at a lower price in most cases later down the line. And a lot of people didn't want to listen to me. Well, now we know there's threads out there on Reddit, on the internet, and collecting forums. Well, I lost X number of dollars investing in graded comic books. The reason why you lost that money is because you bought when prices were at an all-time high rather than utilizing caution and patience and making intelligent decisions, because that's what smart money does. Dumb money makes rash decisions based on emotional attachment and what's happening now. This is why over the last year on this YouTube channel alone, we've had several controversies that we talked about. If you guys remember, we went through the wonderful CGC scandal where somebody found a way to crack open a CGC holder and swap out the comic book and reseal it. And I told you guys it was all going to blow over. Another year from now, no one would be talking about it. Lo and behold, here we are. Who's bringing it up? There's a couple of squabbles still going on certain collecting forums. Certain YouTubers are trying to make a thing of it because they love drama. But overall, nobody really cares. The next big controversy we had was everybody's going to scan booster boxes of modern era product and they're going to determine where all the good cards are. And I told you guys, it was being overhyped. It was being overblown. It's just drama. And sure enough, here we are recording this video, October 2024. Where are all these people telling me that they made X number of dollars by scanning their booster boxes of modern era sports cards, Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering collector boxes? Where are all these individuals? It's not worth the cost basis of having to scan those items at present time. The technology is not there yet. Do you see what I'm saying? Smart money doesn't get caught up in drama. Smart money doesn't get caught up in the hype. The Timmys, the Kimmies, and the Poindexters thrive on drama. They follow the dumb money because they represent the dumb money. The whole point of this video is to not get emotionally attached to the items that you are investing in and make good long-term business decisions from a sound mind and standpoint. If you relate to anything in this video, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video as well.